Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. So I'm going to be doing another book review and this is entitled Taunting Be Destiny. I'm sorry, I am dyslexic. This is written by Amelia Hutchins. If you're new to my book review videos, what I typically do is give you information from goodreads.com and then we go from there. So this is book number 2 of the Fae Chronicles, again written by Amelia Hutchins. This is rated 4.39 out of 5 stars on goodreads.com. I thought things were bad and weird before. Hold on, it's getting worse. Adam and I are both going through an identity crisis of epic proportions as we transition from who we were and discover who we were meant to be. More Fae are dying, and I feel as if time is running out for us to find all of those responsible and put an end to the killings. The people I thought I could trust have betrayed me, and the one person I should absolutely not trust is taking me deeper and deeper into his world. Ryder's secrets are dangerous and devastating. With every touch and word, he pulls my heart closer to himself, and at the same time, he is trying to keep me at arm's length. The dance he and I have begun is getting more complicated as our worlds are being shaken from all sides, and the visions of the future are frightening. And nothing like I had ever pictured for myself or those I care for. This time, destiny is taunting me. I had always thought that I controlled my destiny. Now my rights are being taken from me by powerful people and leaving me with alternatives that range between bad and awful. This time, the choices I have to make can decide the fate of both worlds. Everything is unraveling and nothing will ever be the same again. This is the cover. And yes, this is a really dark, kind of a darker version of Fae and fairies, especially in my opinion, because, and I think the book really, the cover really depicts that, because I'm just going to insert this really quick before I read other stuff from Goodreads, because I don't know what it is, excuse me, maybe it's, growing up. Like, you know, what are those cartoons? Like Thumbelina and Tinkerbell, that kind of fairy. They're always so bubbly and bright and happy and rainbows and unicorns kind of thing. And this definitely takes a different version of fairies, which is definitely not a bad thing. It's definitely really interesting and a really great take on it. Moving on, the genres this belong to would be paranormal, fantasy, fae, paranormal romance, vampires, magic. And this was published back in September 18, 2013. Again, written by Amelia Hutchins. The speed of the story is still very similar to the first one. It's action packed, so it's to me it's pretty fast. It's really quick paced, and there were times in which I had to go, what just happened? You know, I just had to go like a page or two back and just reread the whole thing, which I think I did that with the first one too. It just kind of like the theme of the book for me. There's just a huge part of the story where, oh gosh, anyway, there's a huge part of the story where our hero, or the lead, or I would say the Fae Prince, is you get to know him a lot more, even more than from the first book, and you see like there's so many different levels of his character and his personality, and it's not just what was really assumed and presumed and what was really embedded in their head and their training and their lives, and just the cookie cutter of Faes are this way and this way and this way. And you do get to know them a lot more if in this book versus the first book. I still do recommend you read the first book though, just because this is really fast paced and the details are incredibly beautiful and very intricate in the story and the theme of the series. And I do believe that if you do not follow the sequence, I feel like you're probably not going to enjoy it as much as you would if you did follow it, just because there's going to be a lot of things that you're just going to go, what just happened? Because I was reading this back to back, and I was still a little bit confused sometimes, and I had to go back to the first book and like, oh yeah, that, that happened. Yeah, I had to remind myself of what happened here and there. There's a big part of this book that really so as I was saying, there's a big part of this book that really pain and betrayal really does mix really well, and there really isn't a good way to describe when you are betrayed. And when you are betrayed, a lot of times you only usually, I just feel like there's like hair or lint or something on my nose. When you are betrayed, it's very rare that you feel betrayed and you don't really get affected by it. Number one, if a person or someone doesn't really mean that much to you, you're not going to really feel betrayed when they do betray you. And the people that you do trust that do betray you, that's always the only people that you do feel some sort of betrayal if they do that to you. And of course, pain and deceit is always going to follow that, and you're going to be emotionally crushed with that. And it was just devastating to go through that. I love the heroine. She is badass and I love her. She is strong. She has like this enormous personality. She's hard to not love. She is smart. She's just amazing. I just love her. I'm like, man, she's kick-ass. I love her. She's strong. She's amazing. This kind of series though, from what I have noticed, it's really, there's a lot of things going on and it's very easy to get overwhelmed. And I did get overwhelmed at some point or another, but it doesn't really mean I wasn't enjoying it as well. I think getting overwhelmed because it was so busy was not a bad thing. There were times in which I'm like, oh my gosh, it's kind of exhausting because it's so fast and there's so many things going on that it was kind of hard to keep up sometimes, but you could always reread it, which I did. And it wasn't that difficult, but it really, there are times that I was really going, oh my gosh, and I feel like there's a lot more information, a lot more details, and a lot more things going on with this book than the prior book. I'm not saying that the first book was really slow, but the first book was incredibly fast-paced, and this is even more than that. So just be aware and know that before diving in the series. This was a really good book. I love everything about it. The hero, the heroine, they're both great. They're both kick-ass. They're both strong and intelligent, and I love their characters. I love the different levels of their personality. I love the depth of their characters. I also even love the other characters that have smaller roles in it. I love them as well. They're contributing to a great book, and I enjoyed every single bit of this book. I give this a 2 thumbs up. I do give this a 7 out of 10. A 10 being the highest star that I would rate. This is a 7 out of 10. If you guys have any kind of idea or reaction or you want to chit chat and discuss about this book, feel free to let me know down below. I love discussing books with you guys. I love just talking to you guys and interacting with you guys. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that can attest to that, and some people even just do it in private if they want to, and that is all up to you. You don't have to make it public. You can also make it private with me if you want to. So thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell so you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Don't forget to expand the description box, because as much as possible, I always try to get coupons for you guys, discount codes, and other goodies like that. I also have my Twitter information, Instagram, Snapchat, and for business inquiries, I have my email there as well. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.